back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
A pickup of 14 on that ball. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Washington first down.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Washington Commanders first down.
Krosky Merritt to run again.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Commanders.
You know the old saying, Mike, the games don't count, but they matter. And these are the kind of things that really matter. Efficiency, in and out of the huddle, really work the offense and the process. And that's exactly what we saw here. To be this well-oiled early in the year is a great sign of things to come once we get to the regular season here in a couple weeks.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident. Build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready. Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. Hey, no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On play action, Daniels. He's going to keep it himself. the pickup there. Good for a Commanders first down.
25 yards on the play. And a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Krusty Merritt. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
Right back to Krusty Merritt. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Washington first down.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
He was defended by Garrett Stingley.
And all right, here's Krusty Merritt. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to fight any seed he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on fourth down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on third down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jayden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on fourth down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games, away from practice, that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
The Texans set to punt this one away. Jalen Lane is deep for Washington. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Their own 30-yard line.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krusty Merritt. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. So after 1, it's the Commanders with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it. That's Burks. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Complete to Traylon Burks.
He'll drop to throw. Catch made there by Burks. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Commanders first down.
And he kicked. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 9.
Back to the air one more time. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line. The Michigan man, David Ojabo, getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. On 4th down, the Commanders will send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the lines. It's a loss of a couple. After the loss at 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Now, screen set up for Marks. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down. I'm out.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. That's Noel. And he will go all the way. Jalen Noel. Touchdown, Houston. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after the catch.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Texans 7.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by White, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another run here with White. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Burks. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
He'll go. It's White. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down. drive going with the fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. They'll set up the screen to White. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll come up on a second down and 8. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Commanders are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
White. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Out of the gun. He'll throw. That one taken in. Braylon Burks. Touchdown, Commanders.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Great snap for the extra point. He's got it. The Commanders will take a 21-7 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 21. Texans 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Texans offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. He's going to air this one out. That's caught. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
And the Texans first down.
Throwing now on first and 10. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Texans.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Bear to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans draw closer here. It's 21-14. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Luke McCaffrey to return it from his end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll let that run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man, Xavier Hutchinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
17 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down, Texans.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
And the Texans, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
On the ground, it's Marks. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
1 yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Marks. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
And he's going to have a Texans first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down. He'll go again with Marks. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now this time they'll look to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Fairbairn's kick is good. And And the Texans will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The lead sits at 4. We'll try to hang on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. They'll go again with White. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
23 more yards. That's another Washington.
To the air now on 1st and 10. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with White. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time, it's White, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Rachaad White, touchdown Washington. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
A throw right side, pulled in by Noel. And we brought it down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Third and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. books from earlier, and that catch gets them a first down.
The Texans, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Texans.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10.
Carry now for Marks. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. It is third and long. They'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
That one hauled in. It's complete. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Hutchinson. And the Texans are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
He'll keep this himself. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Oh, he feels the pressure and he'll go down back at the 6.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's made there by Burks. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's on the play. And a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 30.
A run over center with White. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. That's Burks. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
5. Brings up third and 4.
Back to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And mark him down up beyond the 30. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll drop to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's going to have a Texans first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. The trap taken in by Noel. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Texans first down.
And now the spike will come just under 40 ticks remaining. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5. Now here's the spike, and they stop it with 22 seconds remaining.
A 22-yard attempt.
And this one's right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Commanders as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital. the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen ready for some preseason football. Gonna be a wet one as we're underway in Cincinnati. And they bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles. There's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 21-yard line.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
Good for a Commander's first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Right back to Krosky-Merritt. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try, and he's in! Jayden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Commanders.
The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the second time. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get taxed. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week one playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step. You practice to get your body right, then you have a couple preseason reps to kind of take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go come week one of the regular season.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. It was Dorrance Armstrong who was there to get him down. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. All in trouble, and down he goes. Shamar Stewart getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The drive will end there, and on comes Tress-Way to punt on 4th down, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. On 1st and 10, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are through 1. It's the Commanders with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. Yeah. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
And the Bengals first down.
Here's Brown. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 1 yard line, first down and goal. Brown, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Daniels. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
The Bengals offense headed back, take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A carry here for Brown. He'll push forward for about a yard. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
He'll run here with Brown. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the 1st down at the 49-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Burrow now. short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop. This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now, Burrow. He'll get this one complete to Brown. There's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Oh, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
That's another Bengals first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Cincinnati. In a moment, they'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Burrow to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's
Now,
3rd
Burrow.
and 7.
That is caught at the 3. And the Bengals are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Back to throw. Burrow. He's got it at the 3. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal.
Yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll try and run for it. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25. Daniels with a give to Groski Miller. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. He'll get across the 20, mark him down the 23-yard line. The Commanders offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White, and he will slosh his way forward on the way. For a gain of from the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to number 82.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground is White. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
Rashad White.
They're down and 3.
He's brought down at the 42.
He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll throw. It's White, and he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
It's always always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
The Bengals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here. He's picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 5. In motion now, it's Scott. A toss, and here's Brooks. And that one going to be thrown down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. 3rd, they need 8. Out of the gun, it's Winston. He'll get that to Ball, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Now it is 1st and goal.
And the Bengals, 1st down.
Here's a run. He's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll go with him again. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
At the 2-yard line. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and
from the gun. Winston. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
These are the plays that drive a coach crazy. 3rd and goal. You put the ball into the hands of your quarterback and you trust them to make good decisions. In this case, once there was nowhere to go with the ball, once all the throwing lanes were taken away, this ball needs to come out. You cannot take a sack and make 4th and goal that much more difficult.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bengals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. Ooh! White loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it. So not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact the drive keeps going. It's a 1st down. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. The give to White. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They go zone read here on 3rd and short.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Now it's White. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got it. That's Burks. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Winston looking to throw. A throw complete to Scott. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings
Slot
up
man
2nd
in
and
motion
9
right.
at the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Down by Andre Thomas. No gain on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. Lets this one go. Looking for Scott. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. McCaffrey gonna return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Swing this one out to White. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now Winston. Oh, hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Commanders come up with it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Commanders' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then we look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Catch made there by Burks. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. They'll bring up 4th down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Scott. On 1st and 10, here's Winston.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
That's good for the Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Again, it is Brooks. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw, Winston. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Winston to throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. The Bengals out and ready to punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the right side, and it's Siddick from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Handoff here, the middle, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Siddick. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? Calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to White. Goes brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Incomplete. Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
What do you say we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody? The stage is set. It is Sunday night prime time here on EA Sports. Tonight, we'll see the majority of two rosters hit the field in a preseason matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Commanders. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And Sunday night prime time. He's off and running. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought up by the 6th overall pick in 2019. One of the highest drafted Blue Devils ever, Daniel Jones.
Jones has had a tumultuous career, that's with a capital T, by the way, that continues to have some ups and downs. Maybe part of that's playing under the bright lights in the big city of New York. But he's had some tough outings, he's had some brilliant outings. He's had some ups, he's had some downs. He did take a team to the playoffs, and he's got to use that experience, build off of that confidence to do it again.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Taylor again. And gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move move the chains. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Colts.
Here's Taylor from the pistol. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. He's keeping it, and he gives himself up after a short gain. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They put Austin in motion left. Jones now on 3rd down. This is hauled in by Samuel. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. We dodge the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jayden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 30.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Washington first.
Giving this to Krosky-Merritt. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
He's running with it.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
3rd and short, Daniels. He's going to run for it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
In the red zone now. On the screen, this is White. Jukes away from one. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Out of bounds down at the 9-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Daniels keeps it himself. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Washington first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Drops, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, you can't do it much better than that. They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
It's a gain of 20.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down. A gain of 29.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
Taken down at the 41.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They start with 2nd and 6. Taylor now up the middle. And he gets it forward to see about a yard out of that. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard.
Third down, Jones to throw. Here's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. First call here coming from the shotgun. Krosky Merritt on his own read. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Daniels back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points in a defense ignited.
Commanders Punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tress Way. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts now lead by 10.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts drive their lead to 11. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw, Daniels. He's got Jalen Lane. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down.
To Jalen Lane. A gain of 9.
He's going to keep this one. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play fake here, Daniels. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Daniels. That one's complete, right side. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Daniels. Finds a man, right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense is set, this is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Brosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this, I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't. Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36. Third down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Here's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders, some running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, headed back to the field now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. First down now, ball at the 33. Now Daniels to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Daniels now. Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. It's a small gain up to the 38. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Jayden Daniels with the touchdown.
Hey, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some can do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 17. Colts 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down. On the shotgun, it's Jones. To the right and wheeled in by Downs. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
It's now 2nd down.
Jones going to throw again. Receiver screen here. It's Downs. And he managed what he can up to the 48. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. He's going for it himself. So they wind up with about 6 out of that play. Now we all wait and see if they want to go for it.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. And drawn up here for Daniels. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on a quick hitter. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's incomplete left side. So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
Good coverage by Charvarius Ward.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
Play action now with Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
3 more yards. That's another Washington.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Looking to throw. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Turnover on down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it'll be 1st down Colts.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Colts.
They go again with Taylor. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. they're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Commanders set to take over. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's Daniels. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he runs it all the way inside the red zone before going out.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
White is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second down carry for Taylor. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Slot man motioned over. Jones now on 3rd down. On target to Downs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. All set to go now from the 35.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
On 1st down, Jones. Left side into the hands of Warren. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We've reached the end of the 3rd on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's the backup. First throw. Escapes the pocket. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a third down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
They'll run for this, and he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Richardson will do it himself. He is down to the 30-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
2 yards. That's another Colts first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Colts first down.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. It is Kupp, left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Hooks up with Anthony Gould, complete. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts making a 4-point game here in the fourth. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. White working downfield, and he has it. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Here's Mariota now. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw, Mariota. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone on first. Has him on the quick hitter. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Second and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Low left side's caught by Sinnott. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down run from White. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's back to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
They send a tight end in motion. Here's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Third down, they need 7.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Brought in right side. And this one doesn't go far. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Colts trail by a field goal. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's making a bid for it. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested itself.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep their drive alive and reach Pater 1 play later. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Richardson now. That one's complete over the middle. This play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
That's another Colts
1st down throw here from Richardson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Working fast as that clock ticks down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. Now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
A gain of 12. And the Colts 1st down.
To the air on this 1st down. Richardson able to find Gould here. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
15 more yards. And the Colts 1st down.
And they spike the football as we get down under 50 seconds to play. With 45 seconds showing on that clock, it's 2nd and 10. Looking now from the gun. He's running with it. Running in the red zone. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And the spike stops the clock. 29 seconds left. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Extra DBs out there now as they try to end this drive.
A loss of 6 yards.
Throwing now. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. So they take the field goal right there, okay, that's the right play. I think you've got to make that decision, especially with no timeouts left. And now comes the critical kick. I think an onside kick is coming right here.
And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Fate, a shiny face, lacking someone for outer space. So full of face, I just wanna get it up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him, I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down, that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. When we wanna go up and down, we're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show.
The sun is up, so wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't have but the time and it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here for it for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the and my homies got rich doing that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the and the it'll load up the place with them car. I see the bums that we wishing we had in the ditch and the pain that see them and hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we get. Make sure everything come up full circle. We went from nothing to something, got all of us jumping it that we made from the air. We went from running it with nothing to stomach, just beating the neighborhood, bruh. They ain't a person alive that be matching the vibe, and honestly ain't even fair. They ain't to do with the drive and the vision like I have unless I go look in the mirror, babe. So run it up, the sun is up. To run it down, get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up, there's no rest to my shut it down. Working for real, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come above.
We go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab a then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it down, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, culture carried down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning, find me where people are mourning, man, cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. Savage is speaking a language, y'all, you don't understand, you a foreigner. But nobody needs an advantage now, we needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case, never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you, there will never be just in the face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today, but we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God up beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God up beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and tracking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God up beside us, still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
You ain't never been in Skate Town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the Pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? West End, what's happening? Oh, next. Southside,
From the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s, alright. You were choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I'm on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? claim your size.
West End, what's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up this far. Hit Catcade on the Sunday, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat, slide, it's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I'll bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me, they don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west, and they from the east, and all white tees, looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of those sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes, and talking about West End, what's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the Portland, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to Skate Town. On National, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in LK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, sliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow. Bring it, yeah, bring it, song is so bring it, yeah, bring it, I don't bring it up, this will reach up, so let it take you, ugly.
If you didn't know, they been better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.